Hi, this is Denise Mathew, and today I'm going to make this wire crystal bracelet. It's a very simple design, but it will take some time to make. You could change it up quite a bit as much as you like. I've used just regular crystals. I've used a 4mm and a 2mm crystal. One is round and one is bicone. You could use pearls, you could use gemstone beads, you could use any kinds of beads that you like. You could do colors if you prefer. It would be fine in gold or silver, or even copper. It's quite a lightweight design, so you could actually stack a few up together and wear them together if you wanted, or mix and match. I've used an S-shaped clasp, but you could also just use a regular clasp if you prefer, or even a toggle. So let's get started. I'm working with 22 gauge wire. I've already cut 3 pieces and they're all about 18 inches long. So I'm going to be making a 7-inch bracelet. You can increase or decrease the amount of wire you're using based on the length you want to make for the bracelet. You can also use a heavier gauge if you want to, as long as it fits your beads, but I wouldn't go much lighter than a 22. As always, you should always include the clasp that you're using in your length, and also if you're using any jump rings, so that you'll have the right length. So I'm just going to take all 3 wires, and I'm just going to do a closed loop with all 3 wires, and I'm going to wrap them all together. So that will be one side of your bracelet. And once you've done your wraps, you can use the round nose pliers to round out your closed loop. Once your loop is made, you're just going to spread out the wires, and one will naturally be the center, so you just spread the other 2 on the other side of that one that's the center. All the beads that you string on will be going in the center wire. Once you have your bead on, you're just going to take one wire on either side. It doesn't matter where you start, right or left. And going from the front, you just do a half wrap. And then you're going to do the exact same thing on the other side. Again, working in the front. Now, you're not going behind the wire. You're always wrapping to the front. And you're going to do the exact same half wrap. You want to make sure that when you're putting the wire on the edges of the crystal, that it gives enough space for the crystal to show, but it's not covering it. And you can use your fingernails to pull back the wires so that the crystal shows better. I'm alternating between 4mm bicones and 2mm rounds, but you could use all the same beads, or you could use bigger beads, smaller beads. It's your choice. I've added 2mm round, and I'm just going to do the exact same thing. Just guide the wire along the side of the bead, and then just do one half wrap, and then do the exact same thing on the other side. And this is a pattern you're going to follow for the entire bracelet until you get the right length. And you can adjust the wires as much as you like so they look exactly the way you want them to. The more time you take to make it look right when you're doing it, the better it will look in the end. I'll do a few more just to show you the technique, and then I'm going to finish it and come back when I have about 6 inches. Now I have 6.5 inches, and I'm going to finish the bracelet. I've already taken into account that my S-shaped clasp is about half an inch, so I'll have a 7-inch bracelet in total. So I'm going to add one more crystal, and I'm going to finish with the same crystal that I started with for uniformity. To finish it, I'm just going to do a couple wraps with each side wire on the center wire, just to maybe about 2 each. And then I'm going to do another closed loop like I started with. So then you're going to bring all your 3 wires together. And if they're too long, you can always trim back to make your closed loop so you don't have too much excess in your way when you're trying to make your wrap loop. Then you're just going to wrap down. You're going to wrap over those wraps that you've already done. Then trim back the excess wire and tuck in any wires so there's no sharp bits. There are 3 ways you can shape it. You can shape it on a bracelet mandrel if you have it, a rolling pin, or you could just hand shape it like I am right now. Last thing you do is just add a clasp. Now I'm using an S-shaped clasp. I'm just going to put that on. I just have to make sure that the loops are big enough for the clasp. And then after that's done, your bracelet is completed. So this completes the tutorial. I hope you liked it. If you did, please like, share, subscribe, and comment. We'll see you next time. Thanks for coming. Bye for now.